is early August, first week of August. This is the second flush of Olivia Rose Austin. She's got 3 blooms right now. This is the Raw Dog, and it's been a rock star this year. It does have a little powdery mildew going on, but otherwise pretty healthy. It's got some new blooms coming on. Blooms fading, a couple of new blooms over here. This amazing dahlia that just will not quit blooming. I've cut many, many, many flowers from this one plant. Got Gertrude Jekyll. It's kind of doing its climbing thing this year. Not too many blooms, very sporadic blooms. It looks like new ones coming on. Here's my apricot impressions from Heirloom Rose. It's climbed really tall on this obelisk. So kind of doing its climbing thing this year. And this is my Crown Princess. Looks like not a whole lot of new stuff going on with her. And look at this little lime hydrangea starting to get the antique blushing, which is so beautiful. Really filled out. We got some sunflowers here, trying to peek open. Planted 2 peonies here. Didn't do much this year, but next year I think it'll do great. And the zinnias looking really small. Their blooms are teeny tiny. But there'll be a couple on this one. This one looks like it's going to be a big bloom right here. Snapdragon is doing really well. These apricot impressions are Apricota Cosmos. Pretty beautiful. I have some calendulas here from seed. Looks so pretty. I believe this variety is called zeolites. More cosmos. These garden cosmos are growing really tall, but haven't started blooming yet. I did stake them because they flopped last year. Japanese maple area here. Unfortunately, this tree has been stricken with verticillium rot, we think. So it's not doing super well. Uh-oh. Looks like our romaine is bolting. That's not good. I'm gonna have to go in there and harvest. Look at these giant squash. That's my hand. It's about larger than my hand. And look, it's just a forest of stuff in there, squashes. Some volunteers here, orange. Beautiful foxgloves. So pretty. This one's been a favorite of mine. The soft pink color. So pretty. Look at this cow grazing. Finally, these onions, flowering onions, doing its thing. This African basil has really attracted a lot of pollinators. So just gonna let it go to flower, and very, very pretty. The dill here, also going to flower. Lots of hoverflies. This is anise hyssop, and also a big attractor of pollinators. Very pretty. Little dark bachelor buttons. But this dahlia, I need to come in deadhead. This guy's been very prolific as well. Blueberry bushes. You can see the berries. Lots of berries. Sweet peas. More dahlias. Look at these little heads here. So pretty. Well, I need to come in and deadhead these. These look like these are Scabiosa's pincushion flowers. Can you look at this? Just magnificent. Look how beautiful that is. See where it gets its name from, pincushion. Really just, that's what it looks like. This blanket flower going crazy still. More apricota. This one's a double. Look at these garden cosmos. And some cherry tomatoes here. Nothing's getting ripe. But we do have some. This is a dahlia from tuber. Another dahlia from tuber. This one looks like it's probably on the way out, rotting or something. It's not doing well. Look at all these yellow leaves, and then the other one actually fully rotted. It's not looking great. It does have some flowers coming through though. These are the Benary giants. Zinnias. I love the forms. They look very vigorous. One of my last to bloom. But undeniably gorgeous and healthy and vigorous. Color, not my favorite, but this white one's really beautiful. I'm gonna come in and harvest these. This is one of the precious metals zinnias. I learned my lesson this year about the zinnias, not to put them out too early. We had a very cool June, and I put them out in May. Really didn't get enough heat to thrive. It seems like the ones that were in the pots out here are doing better than the ones that I put in the back, but could have been that they had a slow start in life too. Got some bell peppers here. More blanket flowers. This is the Bring Me Sunshine, putting out lots of new growth. Very vigorous new buds coming up right there. Right here, so we'll get a second flush in about a week or so. Some Verbena Bonanciaris here. These flowers started off really small and really taken off. I love them. I think I'm going to grow this every single year. Something you don't have to come out and deadhead to. Look at all these marigolds. They're all from seed. Just almost like knitting together. They're doing so well here. This is my Teasing Georgia, coming out with some new blooms. And this year it hasn't grown too tall, but you can see it wants to push up new growth from these side shoots here. So that'll be nice. Trying to train it to this obelisk. Japanese maple up here suffered a little bit earlier in the season, looking really dry, but it's hung on to its leaves, hoping that it can recover this year and do better next year. Bobby's doing really well. And these echinaceas are so pretty. I got 3 different varieties just to try them out. They all have their own beauty. This one's one of those double varieties, a little pom-pom in the middle. It's kind of more of your classic coneflower, but different color. This year I transplanted my yarrow that I had in a pot for a few years, and I cut the root ball in half, and it's still doing really well. It's actually putting up flowers. Catmint is doing really well still, attracting all the insects. This lavender has really done amazing. I'm gonna chop off its blooms and see if it'll put out new flush. It looks like it wants to put out a new flush. You can see new fresh flowers here. This little French lavender here also has some new flowers coming down, so it might come in deadhead a little bit. Okinawa grass. Get Rainy over there in the back. Wildflowers. More dahlias. Looks like Alexandria Cantus pretty much done for the season. I don't think she's gonna put out any new blooms. And this wildflower going crazy. These are Salvia cardona variety, and I wasn't so sure about them in the beginning, but it's really impressed me with its longevity. And I don't think I'm gonna go with any other variety from now on. I'm gonna stick with the cardonas. Look at those crows over there, making so much noise. And these sweet peas going to seed. There's a little ladybird there.